Hey guys, it's your friend Russ here, and today I'm going to start a new series where I go over YouTube internet videos and kind of give my opinion on them. And I don't want this to be like the most famous couple people who do that. You know, there's iDubbbz who does Content Cop, Leafy who does pretty much all of his videos are about this, Pyrocynical, and there's also there's a couple other people who do similar stuff to this, and in all honesty, they're just super hateful. And I mean, I may enjoy some of them. I do enjoy watching iDubbbz Content Cop and Leafy's videos sometimes, but some of them are just extremely hateful and for no reason at all. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So without further ado, welcome to my unpopular opinion. So this episode I'm going to be talking about the kid that I'm sure all of you know. He got famous from Leafy. He got famous from all the people that were bullying him on the internet. And his name is Misha. His full YouTube channel is called Misha / Mishovi Silenosti. It's Czech, so it's very hard to pronounce. But for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, Misha is a Czech YouTube music artist. He is probably, I couldn't find his age, but he's probably between 10 and 12 is just my estimate. And he makes kid-friendly music videos on the internet. His most famous, as I said previously, was the Pokemon Go song, which was back like a couple months ago, actually. Wow, I didn't realize it was so long ago. Anyway, he got super famous. He has over 400,000 subscribers because of this video he made. But it's not, it's not the good kind of subscribers. It's people who see this kid and they're like, oh my god, look at this cringy kid on the internet. I'm going to subscribe to him because I love seeing his really bad content. And it's just really, really terrible what has happened to this kid. I mean, it's not as bad as, like Keemstar has done to people, but the cyberbullying that he's received is pretty bad. And I mean, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, cyberbullying is awful. I agree. Like, just move away from it. But for some people, it's not that easy because he has over 400,000 subscribers. So YouTube is pretty much a hobby for him that he's very successful from doing. And once you get into a huge amount of subscribers, you can't really just ignore it. It's not something that you can just ignore. So let's start with this thing that people have said a lot. I've seen this comment and I've heard this joke over and over and over and over again, and it has to do with the fact that Misha disables his ratings. So I honestly don't agree with that, even though he does get very, very bad ratings because of the people who are just hating on him for no reason, because they're just sucking off Leafy the whole time and just trying to make fun of him. He's getting really, really bad hate. And so he disabled his comments, which I personally don't agree with. I would never disable my comments, even if I get, people saying that I'm the equivalent of Hitler in current day. I feel like it's just not a good idea to disable comments. And so I would never disable comments or ratings on my video. But I've heard this thing where people have said this over and over again. They say, the ratings weren't the only thing disabled in this video. Now, that's just insanely stupid. Anyone who's saying this is just an absolute idiot. Because if you think about it, like I said earlier, he is Czech. He's from the Czech Republic, and he speaks Czech. Like, English is not the main language of the Czech Republic. Okay? It's Czech. So, he's bilingual. And for anyone who's learned a language, I'm assuming most of the people who are watching this video are probably monolingual and speak only English, or bilingual and speak English and another language. And if you speak two languages and you're hating on this guy for being disabled, I mean, that's really messed up. Or even if you don't speak two languages, like, it's not easy for people to just learn a new language like that. You know, it takes time. It takes 7 years to learn your first language, and even longer to learn your second one, because you already have your first language down. So it's not easy. And not only is it like, you know, it's not like people who go to school and study Spanish if they speak English, because Spanish, I have this pulled up here. Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian are all Latin-derived languages, so they're pretty similar to English. So if you speak English in another one of those languages, good for you. You speak two languages, but like still, it's not close to what this guy has, because Czech is just way on the opposite end of the spectrum. It's not even close to English. It's not like, you know, in English and Spanish, I can just say, you know, like gymnasium in English is gimnasio in Spanish. Like, it's not as easy from switching between English and Czech. It's hard, and that's why this guy doesn't speak in complete sentences. It's not because he has Down syndrome or autism. It's because he's Czech. It's not as simple as most people think it is to speak English. So that's just a really invalid point from most people. And it's clear that he's not disabled, because he even speaks pretty good English. I mean, it's not perfect, but he's really, really good for someone who's only like 10. And yeah, he's pretty good at English, even though for someone of his age. And it's just really kind of messed up that he's receiving all this hate over that. Now, my next point is kind of a smaller one, but this guy, one of the things I want to say about him is he's so young. Like, he's like I said, he's probably between 10 and 12. He is so young, and it's just really messed up seeing him become what he has today, because like he's just like he doesn't know what he's doing as much as other people, and he has so much room for improvement, so much time to grow and learn. And when people make fun of him for doing the stuff he does now at the age he is, his music isn't even that bad, in all honesty. His Pokemon Go song wasn't as bad as people say it is. You know, people were like, oh, his Pokemon Go song, it was the worst song on the internet. You know, I've heard so many worse songs. He had the music in the background. It was all custom. The lyrics were all custom. And again, he speaks Czech, so it's not as easy to just write an English song. And, you know, music is not easy either, you know. He probably had help from his brother, because his brother, I believe it's his brother at least, is featured playing the guitar in his video. And maybe his brother helps him out with this, but seriously, he's just too young to be hated on, especially for the amount of talent that he has at such a young age. So my next point is that the cyberbullying that this guy has received has just destroyed his channel. If we go way back, well, not really way back, his channel is pretty new. Or at least, yeah, it's kind of new. He made his first 2 videos 2 years ago, but then he stopped uploading, and then he came back to making videos and makes the music that he does today. He made Minecraft song, a song about wasps, a song about League of Legends, a video about his family, and yeah, he even has a video about where he's meeting his fans in Jagendorf, which I don't know where that is, probably somewhere in Czech Republic, but he made all these kid-friendly videos a whole lot of time ago, and they were really nice. You know, they were bright and sunny. And after he made this Pokemon Go song, he made one more video about him getting his YouTube button, and then he just made a roast video on Keemstar, Leafy, Pyrocynical, and Rice Gum, and all Cyberbully channels and all. And this is where he went downhill, and this is where a bunch of other people started like watching him and making fun of him even more. And then after that, he made another video called, it's got an inappropriate title, but it's about his haters, and it's over the top insane. It's about him just like blocking out the haters, showing off his cash, showing off all the girls that want to date him. And it's a lot worse than the Pokemon Go song that everyone was hating on, or any of his other songs. All of his other songs were relatively good, but this one is just, the message is crazy. It says for kids, but it has the F word in the thumbnail, and it's just not good, you know? Like, it's, the song, again, it's not like musically bad, but the message that he's sending off has changed so drastically since he started, and I feel like that's really, really, you know, not a good thing. And his newest video, it's like his song for all haters, cyberbully channels are cancer, and his I'm vegan video were all just over the top, just like hatred towards all these other groups that he didn't agree with. It's just like, he's been twisted into this hateful character. Like, imagine if he didn't get all this exposure for the Pokemon Go video and all this hate for the Pokemon Go video, and then he uploaded a video about him being vegan. It would probably be more along the lines of like why he appreciates the lives of animals. But now it's just a song called literally I'm vegan in all caps with 3 exclamation points, and then die meat eaters. It's crazy. Die meat eaters. It's just his messages and his channel and his target audience have been so twisted by all the hate that he's been getting, and it's really bad. I feel really bad for him, and I hope that he sees this video and maybe that he'll change his mind and go back to his old stuff. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, but I have one more point I want to go over. So Misha's videos were previously meant for kids, because that's a good audience, you know, especially for music, and he's just making songs about things that kids like video games, and then a song about wasps, probably how he hates them, but you know, whatever. And he's making very friendly songs, but he's making all these friendly songs, and people started hating on him once he made the Pokemon Go song, which was a super friendly song for kids, but compared to the other kids' channels that have millions of subscribers, like the toy unboxing channels, the super poorly animated channels, that make like songs about shapes and colors and things that kids that are just really, really bad. They're so poor quality. These channels, what they do is they capitalize on the fact that kids are too young to understand quality, and just make the crappiest animations just to show off the learning, just because they know they can get a whole bunch of money from this.
Oh, Mr. Circle, you're so round and round and round. You can roll on the ground. You can roll all around.
But this kid, he's making videos oriented towards kids, and they're not bad. Like, they're actually a lot better than these crappy, you know, animated videos that just have no time put into them. Like, he clearly puts a lot of time into his videos, or at least a little bit of time. Like, I know a lot of people have been criticizing him for this picture, or this part of the video where he poorly edits a Lickitung into his Pokemon Go video, but like, it's still, in this grand scheme of things, he's not that bad. His videos are not as bad as people make them out to be, and that's why I just feel like all this hate that he's getting is just so misguided, and I feel really bad for him. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you want to see more unpopular opinion videos of me voicing my unpopular opinions, I have a couple more in mind that I might want to do. Yeah, just leave a like and maybe a comment on what you think that I should talk about, because I feel like this cyberbullying of Misha is really, really unjust, and I feel bad for him. So yeah, hopefully you guys can share this around and hopefully get it to him, because it would be my goal to, you know, hopefully expose the fact that all of this hate is so misguided. And yeah, so maybe I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to leave a like and maybe subscribe while you're there. See ya.